Today, we're going to be turning the Trail 125 into a serious adventure machine. And to do that, we're going to need some hardcore gear from a top-tier motorsports accessories company. Kemimoto. We say it at the same time. Like I say, is it Kemimoto? I think it's Kemimoto. I think I respelled it. So today, we're going to be busting out some really cool product made by Kemimoto. Yeah, see, no, we talked about this. See, it's Kemimoto.
Kemimoto?
Yeah, it's Kemimoto. We talked about this, who they are.
Yeah. Oh, we looked through your YouTube channel and realized that we make great contents on your Honda. Great contents. Oh, man. Now we're looking for some professional YouTubers to cooperate with us. They obviously didn't watch our channel, did they? And this is fun. This will be fun. As you guys may know, Kemimoto is one of the top 5 sellers in the UTV motor accessories field. I wonder what metric they're using for that. Kemimoto.
A brief search for CT125 side cases pulls several products on various websites, including eBay and Amazon, with prices ranging anywhere from around $60 to $150.
Now, for the Trail 125, it's important to keep in mind that a lot of the products manufactured for it, including these racks, are shipped from Asia, with longer lead times and shipping costs that can approach or exceed the cost of the accessory itself.
The Kemimoto side rack is available on Amazon currently for...
Kemimoto.
Oh,
Kemimoto.
The Kemimoto side rack is available on Amazon currently for $100 with under a week delivery time. Since these guys are obviously smart enough to recognize and appreciate good YouTube talent when they see it, Retrograde figures that they are the best pick overall to review.
Well, and they sent us
they
sent us one for free.
So
is this it, Brock?
Yeah. Let's cut that. Let's figure that out. I'm sure it's fine.
We don't know when or if this item will be back in stock. Well,
this is fine. This is fine.
Just another fun day at Retrograde, huh? Step 1, open box.
Yeah. So we'll go ahead and open this guy up. Oh, there you go.
Good old box in a box.
Yep.
Thanks, Amazon.
Okay, all right, so here's the rack. Oh, there's some hardware. Wow, that's actually really heavy. That is beefy, very beefy. All right, we've got the rack, we've got the support, we've got some, it looks to be some accessories and bolts and possibly some directions. Oh wow, they even gave us, my God, can we put this on with the installed tool? We're going to use that if we can use that instead of any of our tools. Okay. And we've got some directions.
Hold them up a little closer. Yeah.
I can scan that.
A lot of watermarks on there. It's like mostly watermarks.
Holy crap.
What do they think we're going to do with this?
Yeah. Don't plagiarize these instructions, guys.
Don't let this fall into the hands of the enemy.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. The instructions seem to be pretty comprehensive. Required tool, 1 4mm hex wrench. Estimated time, 15 minutes. It looks like we've got all the parts there. So Kemimoto says, or claims, that this is stainless steel. I'm just gonna take their word for that. They do say I think they said it's powder coated. It does feel like pretty rugged paint on that. There's no welds to review, but the quality, bend quality, everything seems good. Now these are Harbor Freight Centec calipers, so I mean your accuracy's not there, right? You're probably, plus or minus like 50 thousandths of an inch.
Are you just gonna bash Harbor Freight while we're here?
I'd say that's within the Harbor Freight caliper measurement error, 0.121. So we'll say 1/8 of an inch. 1/8 inch thick stainless steel. Same for the bracket, 118. All right, yeah, overall, pretty impressive quality. I kind of like that. They've decided to laser Kemimoto in,
cool.
About as, how they did on their instructions here.
What is this supposed to be?
I think it's like a fireball or something.
A fireball?
I don't know.
Looks janky.
It'd obviously be much cooler if it had like the little Hunter Cup bear claw etched into it would be an improvement. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, we'll see. They give you a lot of different tie down points, different bolt holes to bolt some things to. I think the critical thing will be for the roto packs and the critical stuff mounts up to it that people want to use on this. I guess we'll go from here. This apparently is the only tool we need. So we'll get the bike and frame and get started installing this guy, see what happens. So I did want to point out one thing, Andrew, before we started. Some of these I think will cover up the toolbox, and I'm hoping this one doesn't because, these Honda toolboxes have a lot of critical things in there. It's kind of got this twist lock thing going on. But if you didn't have that, where are you going to put the Honda toolkit, the OEM toolkit, right? You've got like a helmet. I think this is a helmet lock extension. You wouldn't be able to keep this in there. This.
Is that the only thing in the toolkit?
Yeah, so I really don't want to have this toolkit blocked because that's, if I can't access this, what am I going to do? Is there anything else there? What is this? Oh, we got a fuse puller.
Okay.
We got a fuse puller. Okay, that's all of it. It's very good that Kemimoto did that because, I don't know what would happen if you weren't able to access those tools and you had some trouble on the road. So we'll put that stuff back in here and lock it back up. They said 15 minutes, right?
15.
And I guess, one of our tests for this product is going to be ease of install and simplicity. So get a timer going on your phone there, Andrew.
Yeah. So if Kemimoto says it's going to take 15 minutes for the average person, I'm betting it's going to take you
half hour,
a little bit longer. I think you can do it in 20, Brock. What do you think?
All right, we'll see.
Timer started.
All right. Now this is actually pretty cool. I'd like to point out that I like that they welded the nuts on the back here rather than including hardware and wasting installation time, but I appreciate that. That makes it a little bit easier. All right, so I need to assemble these two. Okay. Yeah. Step 1 complete. Step 2, remove. Oh, doesn't fit.
That not fit?
Doesn't fit. I bet.
I was gonna.
Let's see if the factory wrench, but can you use the factory wrench? You can. Now.
Can you get enough?
Yeah, I did. Let's see, can I fish that? There we go. All right, Honda wrench for the win. Let's remove that. Remove the reflector. All right. Okay. Remove those. Done. Oh, I need a wrench. So well,
too bad Honda doesn't come with one.
I'm gonna get the wrench kit. Okay. All right. So you're gonna need the infamous 10 millimeter.
I'm really annoyed that one of those didn't come in the toolkit for this bike.
Yeah. So there we go. All right, that's off. Done. Step 3. Now, this is where it might be handy to have an extra set of hands, but
not getting any help from me.
So, I think what you want to do is it makes it easier to pre-assemble these whole or pre-assemble the screws. Put the spacers on them.
Okay. At least get one.
That. And then this can get a little tricky. Hopefully I got enough thread here. Find that screw hole without cross-threading it there. Okay. I think we got that. All right. And now it looks like our reflector there. Yeah, so this was tucked behind there. Again, I'm going to make sure, according to the directions, that this is on the side of the bracket. And then, now this is where I'm getting OCD. I like spin it so you can see the Stanley logo on the reflector there, so it's oriented properly, Andrew.
Stanley, they make everything, don't they?
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna tighten that back up. My non-provided from Honda 10mm wrench. All right, so screw these in a little more. If you got some Allen wrenches, it's probably a good idea to like actually get a good one out and tighten these bolts up. You know, when you're starting off, this is fine. It's such a puny little wrench that you're less likely to cross thread or damage it. It's kind of like why they give you little crappy wrenches with IKEA furniture, right? I think we're nearing the end. Is that it? Where are we at? Time. I guess step 4.
Oh my goodness.
Step 4 is to just look and admire, Andrew.
He's fast as lightning, guys.
What do we got? What time?
7.5.
That's actually a really easy install. The quality's nice. It looks good on the bike. Nice install. And
give that a good shake. We gotta strap some fuel and water and luggage to that.
I guess as far as the install goes, everything lined up. The directions were easy to follow. All the hardware lined up. Everything went together. That front rack, for instance, that didn't really line up. That one, I think I got that from B's Deals or somewhere. The utility rack on the down tube cover.
Had to have that.
That didn't line up very well, but this thing actually, the quality's pretty good. It installed easy, worked well. And for someone who usually takes too much time to do everything, like I am, you know, to just finish my speech here, you know, this took me half as long as what their estimated install time was. So it's pretty acceptable. Now, this isn't in fault due to Kemimoto. The flex is coming from your cheap Honda. Apparently people, I think, have had issues with this weld on the toolbox mount from Honda is apparently flimsy.
Yeah.
And people have busted it off. I mean, I don't have concern. I don't give a shit about this bike. I have seen a mount, I think, that actually does clamp to here, that somebody mentioned, that clamps to the tail rack. Because this is supposed to be rated for what? 44 pounds, the rear rack is. Now, let's see if we can get to this. Here's a test. Can I still get to my toolbox? It's a little hidden, but can I still access it and open it and get all the important documents and my life-saving tools out of this? Yes, I can. Perfect. Yeah. So that's nice. That's nice. I know some of them, I think, eliminate the toolbox, and that to me is important. I didn't want to pull this off just to put one of these mounts on, because quite frankly, I didn't have much use for one of these until we collaborated. I guess the next step is going to be to basically see if we can mount up to it, right?
Put some gear on this
Put some gear on it, gear it up. We've got a real surprise for you guys with that one. Real surprise.
All right, guys, so Kemimoto didn't send us any accessories to mount to this rack, but they recommended that we get a Rotopax, of course, on our own dime.
That's fine. We took care of it for you guys, and we ordered some stuff. Now, Andrew here ordered a bunch of Chinese product down there. We didn't know if it would come in time, so I took care of it, and I got a bunch of the real deal. 1 gallon, from what I see, 1 gallon is what most people are running on their Trail 125. So I bought a Rotopax 1 gallon fuel can, and now I want to set this down gingerly, because I don't want to scratch my Rotopax. There we go.
Kick that.
There we go.
Walk away.
And a Rotopax 1 gallon water can.
I wouldn't drink that if you paid me.
The world's toughest mountable container system, proudly made in the USA. Yeah. So I've got a Rotopax Deluxe pack mount. Now this is the real deal, all right?
So that didn't come with a mount?
No, it didn't come with a mount.
It didn't come with a mount.
So this is the Rotopax Deluxe mount. So I don't know the difference except that they have 2 of these things, and I think you can adjust, like, preset your tension. I don't know. But look at that, the nice Rotopax anodized right into the side of it.
Oh, well,
that's what's important. What else we got? Oh, we got a Rotopax mount extension. That is because I want to see if we can use both of these cans. A gallon of gas and a gallon of water. And now this, and so I bought this. This is a Rotopax. It's an accessory. It's a gas can, but they've cut it to make an accessory case. I think all the things you could store in this. So that came out off the Tacoma Lifestyles website. I'm sorry.
I've been living that Tacoma lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle, all right. This is $75, I think. This is $75. Yeah,
you paid $75.
Andrew, they're normally $150, and Tacoma Lifestyles had them on sale for $75.
Your wife needs to take your debit card away from you.
Well, she isn't going to watch this, isn't going to know about it. I'm at $280.37. for our free $100 mount. So this video ended up costing the company a bit of money. I mean, collectively costing us a bit of money, I guess.
I can't believe you bought this thing. This is the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
It's not dumb, Andrew.
Oh.
So either way, we're gonna get to it. We're gonna mount this stuff up for you guys. I guess we'll start with the Rotopax mount and then see what kind of cans and what kind of configurations we can stack on the side of this thing and go from there. Yeah. You scuffed the bottom there where it fell on the pavement.
Scuff the bottom of what?
Cans all scuffed up. It's probably gonna leak.
When you buy it from China, you can just scuff it all up. It doesn't matter.
Oh, this leaks gas. So before we put the Rotopax stuff on, I do have a Nelson rig, I think like a 30-liter dry bag. These come in a set. I've got another one, but obviously unless you get an exhaust guard or something over this pipe to hold that out, I think you'll need something on this side to hold that apart, and we didn't have any of that provided to us, and I'm not installing it. So, but I just wanted to see if this would support a dry bag like this.
Good.
So, yeah, what do you think of that?
It's out. It's out there.
It's out there, yeah.
I mean, I think realistically for a bike this size, you'd probably go with a 15 or 20 liter.
No,
but
you gotta be serious. Serious adventure. I mean, I think it'll support it. If you come down, you give me the here.
If you have, I mean,
so if you look at the back, you know, I mean, you've got a little bit of hang down and overlap, but I mean, it supports it. You can tie it. Excessive, yes, but I think you can make it work.
I don't know, man.
I think the nice thing is they give you some tie down points. You can see on the back here, right? Yeah, so you can tie it to these. You can tie it through these front loops. You know, wrap a lot of this, wrap your straps through the side. You know, you might have to get creative. I'm not gonna take the time to do that here. If we get a bunch of views and people wanna see it, I'll make a video. I do appreciate, now looking at it, that they did cut a couple of tie down slots through these here, so you can run, you know, you can run your straps through here, and that kind of gives you some support at the back, right? So I think holding this up, you can make it work. Excessive, yes, but it gives enough platform to kind of support this bag. But anyway, so there you go. One of those is mocked up. Now let's get to mounting the Rotopax stuff. All right, so it's a new day today, and that's because we ran into some install issues with this thing. You know, the sheet metal thickness of the Rotopax mount is not sufficient to cover the entire length of the engagement surface on a carriage bolt there, right? On most things that a Rotopax would need to mount to, you would need this square hole pattern right there carried through onto your mounting plate, and it's not. If you mount this guy up and you were to try to tighten this down with these bottomed out, you'd get all kinds of play. It won't actually cinch this up to the plate. Two holes here. The Rotopax mount without the base plate can mount directly to that. The issue that you run into is that when you mount the fuel can on and tighten it up, you can see here, these screw heads hit. Our fix though is that we're gonna have to take these and grind down on the area right here, basically grind down about half the thickness there of the engagement surface on that carriage bolt head. I still do have a bit of concern about these screw heads sticking out.
I'm not 100% sure that's going to solve it.
I'm hoping that this mount is going to stand it off enough, because in my mind, if you can't do that, then that's a fail, because at that point, you're going to be taking this thing apart, countersinking holes in to put flathead screws, grinding away your powder coat, and that's just, I mean, before I bothered doing all that work, I probably would return.
Well, that's
exactly what I
think that's the answer.
That's exactly what I would do. But
don't buy. Thanks, Kemimoto.
Kemimoto. Okay, so now you can see, yeah, we've got these ground down, right? You can see on the back side, that one ground down, filed. We're gonna see if this thing mounts up and if it has enough standoffs to not rub on these screws, because if it rubs on these screws, that's just a fail. That's just a fail at that point. All right, so how do these work? Let's see, slide them on. Yeah, I don't know what that does. So I guess that's just what you do? Okay. So now, it's still hitting on these.
That wasn't gonna do it.
So even with the standoff, it's just not enough. Wow. And these fuel cans are expensive. You know, you wear a hole, you know, you take a spare can and then wear a hole through it. I mean, I don't know that these are pretty thick, but still, you know.
To have to jerry rig something that should be a plug and play, I tell you, I'm sending this back.
What kind of a video is it if we don't stack the ultimate amount of goofy shit on this since it's mounted up, right? So now let's see, does my emergency fuel can fit?
Just a dumb little parts holder.
Yeah, it fits up. Look at that. You can have a first aid kit on this bike. Look at that. Oh, man.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Well, you know what? Let's just stack everything. So you can get your big, a 2-gallon emergency kit. It'll fit across here. So we got that. Oh, look at this business. Here we go.
Oh, I stopped there.
Oh, you could. That's all you need to buy is another extension, right? Yeah. I didn't realize you can keep adding those on. Oh, that's fantastic. And you can stack these infinitely. Infinite stack. I buy more of those mounts and stack this thing like 5 wide.
I think just the weight of these empty cans riding around is enough to break your weld off.
Oh yeah. With this setup, with $300 worth of stuff, right? Look at all the stuff you can put on this rack. You might break your weld and you'll have to reinforce it, but if you go to all the effort, you can really do some serious adventuring. I could stack this 4 deep. Think of it this way, Andrew. You get out in the woods, you get stuck in a rut, you think it's capable, it's not. You've got all this stuff on your bike. You've got a gallon of water to drink when you overexert yourself trying to push this thing out of the hole that you got it in.
I think you're in the hole because you strapped 4 jerry cans to it.
Well, yeah.
50 pounds of garbage that you shouldn't have anyway.
And then you've got your gallon of gas to go ahead and douse it, you know, leave a stream, set it on fire, and get yourself a Trail 110. I need to get on this thing and like try it with this stuff. I mean, this is fantastic. This is great. I mean, you know, serious adventuring here.
I think we should just be done with this.
Positive sides, it feels well made, it looks good, and the install took like 15 minutes max. You're probably looking at 7 to 10 minutes. There are some concerns with the rigidity here. So you can see this, it's flexing the fender. The fender's moving. It's putting a lot of load at your toolbox mount.
Yeah.
You do this over time and have this up and down, you're gonna snap something off, probably up here.
And not over very much time either.
Not to mention, if you hit a tree with this thing, you clip a tree, you're probably gonna break the mount and, you know, fold this over.
It's probably taking your fender, like cracking your fender or taking part of it with you.
Oh, it's just plastic, isn't it?
Yeah. At the end of the day, to put a Rotopax up to this, it's just not plug and play. You know, you had to grind down the nubs on your carriage bolts. And then even when you do all that, you still have your panhead screws kind of pressing your can out. So over time, these panheads are gonna just eat into your cans. You know, if you need something to brace, like a little saddlebag to keep it off your wheel, I think it can work for that. I don't know if I'm spending. At the end of the day, I can't say I'd recommend. Maybe that's why it's currently unavailable. Maybe they're making some modifications to this right now as we speak.
If they want to mount a Rotopax to it, I think Kemimoto has some work to do. But as a good usable rack to just kind of support your bags, I think it works fine.
Looks cool.
It looks cool.
Looks like you're going on an adventure.
I mean, imagine what this bike would look if I had this rack stacked clear high.
It does look cool.
Adventures. Maybe I should just go by and clip this light pole.
Here, drop through this dirt. Drop through this dirt part here.
Yeah.
God. See those cans just wobbling around on there, just on the pavement. You can see those cans wobbling around on the pavement.
Can
just
you
driving
really?
around the pavement. All right, let's wrap it up. We done here?
I'd say so.
I think everyone's had enough.
All right, guys, so Retrograde has hit a major milestone. Are you ready for it? Our first affiliate link and discount code. Click the Amazon affiliate link in the description and use the code 10RETROGRADE. That's 10RETROGRADE to receive a 10% discount off of the Kemimoto rack shown in this video. That's right, guys. We're moving up in the YouTube world, and before too long, we'll be shilling for products we've never heard of or used before, doing big purchase reveals, and burning Ferraris in cornfields for fun. Now, unfortunately, after several months, the rack was available, but now it isn't available. Kemimoto has assured us that it will be available again starting on May 10th. If you're interested in this one, you may want to snag it quick. Supply is limited, apparently, and use that discount code ASAP before Kemimoto gets a chance to watch this. I wish I did not care. I would so go buy like a tree of that pole and just clip them and knock this whole thing off the bike. Just whistling.
Maybe we'll do that once we hit 10,000 subs.
Whistling diesel it, you know.
Maybe we'll start destroying stuff when we hit 10,000 subs.
Yeah.